belly forward. Just a little bit of lengthening to the back of the neck as you extend the spine. And then as you exhale, round. Really draw back, pulling on the knees. And inhale, draw forward. You can just close down the eyes. And exhale, round. Good, drop forward. Good, and then take the ribs, press into the left knee, you press the ribs to the right, and then draw back, hugging the belly back to support the spine over to the left, and then forward. Good, ribs over to the right, ribs back, and to the left, and then drawing forward. Good, just a couple more in that direction there.
I maybe would have a really small waist if it were reversed.
I really feel it here. I'm really strong.
Yeah.
Good. And then switch directions when you come back to the front. Ribs left, into the back, and the right. Good, and then start to bring it back into center. Take a big inhale, reach your arms all the way out, palms up, shoulders down, reach up, reach up. Exhale, bring them right back down. Good, inhale, reach it back up. And then exhale, take it down. Good, keep it up. Again, inhale, keep the right arm up, exhale, left hand down. Good, take an inhale, open the chest, look over to your right, and exhale, bend to the left there. Good, and kind of press into that left hand to press the ribs over to the right. Reach, reach, reach. Good, one more big breath in. Breath out, let the right arm sweep down in front of you, take it out to the right. Inhale, sweep that left arm way up. And exhale, bend. Good, take another breath there. Let that top arm sweep down as you exhale. Good, take an inhale, reach both arms up. And on your exhale, bring the hands out in front of you, just slide them out into a forward fold. Good, and start to slide the hands back, hug the belly back. We're going to switch the cross of your legs the awkward way. Yeah. All right, just leave it then.
Yes, I can do.
Take an inhale, reach up, and on your exhale, twist over to your right. Good. Take an inhale, lengthen, get tall. Twist a little deeper on your exhale. And then inhale, float those arms up, reach up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Kids can't sit like that because of your ankle.
And this can't be like this.
Pointed. No pointy.
No pointy. Yeah, or no pressure on top.
Got it. All right, take another inhale, start to reach back up, come to center, and then exhale, we're gonna fold here. Ha ha, maybe. Tighter. Good, start to walk those hands back. We're gonna have them right into tabletop. Good, and then we'll start in broken toe pose. Turn those toes under, take an inhale there, drop the belly, extend your spine. On your exhale, round, and take your hips towards your heels. Stretch the low back. Good, then bring it back forward, drop the belly, and extend the spine. And exhale, round. Hips back towards the heels. Good, bring it forward, drop the belly, inhale, extend. And exhale as you round, hips back. Good, bring it back forward, drop the belly, inhale, and extend. Hips back, exhale, round. Good, draw your hands back towards your knees, take an inhale, rise up, reach up. Open the heart to the sky. And exhale, bring it right back down, tabletop. Drop the belly in the inhale, extend the spine. Exhale as you round, hips towards your heels, and draw the hands back. Rise up, hug the belly and reach up, open the heart to the sky. Exhale as your tabletop. Drop the belly, inhale, extend. Exhale as we round, the hips draw towards the heels, the hands draw back to the knees, lift the hips, rise up, reach up. And exhale, take it back down. Drop the belly, and extend. Good, keep the toes turned under, lift your knees up a couple inches there. Start to hug the belly way back towards your spine. Good, and then extend through the neck, through the crown of the head forward. Take an inhale, hips up, down dog, exhale. Good, take a moment or two or three or four, bending the knees. Good, on your next inhale, lift the heels, look forward, step to the front of the mat, soften into your fold there. Belly on the thighs, upper body hangs. Good, then we'll draw the hands to the shins, extend the spine, take a big inhale, and fold on your exhale. Good, we're gonna rise up, inhale, reach up. Good, exhale, bend the knees and fold. Good, hands to the shins, lengthen the spine, inhale. And fold, exhale. Good, rise back up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it back down. Hands to the shins, lengthen, inhale. And fold, exhale. Good, plant the hands, step to plank, that's your inhale. Good, shift forward, your chaturanga will lower down. Cobra is your inhale. Exhale, lower. Good, turn the toes under, elbows in, press it up, plank, and downward facing dog. Good, on your next inhale, heels lift, look forward, bend the knees, step forward into your fold. Good, half lift is your inhale, and we fold, exhale. Good, rise up, inhale, reach up. And exhale, take it down. Lengthen on the inhale, halfway. And fold, exhale. Hands plant, we'll step to plank. It's your inhale, shift forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga, and we lower down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, lower. Toes under, press up, plank, and downward dog. Good, 2 breaths. 1. Good, heels lift, look forward, step forward, and we fold. Lengthen on your inhale, fold, exhale. Then rise up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Lengthen on the inhale. And fold. Next plant, step to plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, and lower. Good, cobra, inhale. And lower. Good, press it up, plank. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Good, heels lift, look forward, step forward, exhale, fold. Lengthen on the inhale. And fold, exhale. Good, bend your knees, drop your hips, chair pose. And exhale, take it down. Half lift is your inhale. And fold, exhale. Hands plant, step back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, up dog or cobra, your choice. And downward facing dog. Good, we'll take the right leg up and back on the inhale, heel to the sky. Knee into the nose, step it through, drop your back heel, warrior one footprint, and more. Good, keep refining, you'll feel your body pulling you out. It's so tight, maybe. Well, I'm tight. Let's take a couple more rounds of breaths. Try not to let that left glute clench up. It wants to so bad. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, bring the hands down, hug the belly back as you come down. And step it back into your plank. Inhale, your chaturanga or down dog, your choice. Now meeting downward dog. Good, left leg rises on the inhale. Knee into the nose, we'll step it through. Drop the back heel, and rise into warrior one. Good, straighten up, square the hips, pelvic tilt, and then drop in. Good, you can pulse, offer movement, or just stand and breathe. Keep hugging that low belly back. Wish I didn't have a recording of your guys' faces. They're like so into your own bodies. You know, you're like. We need like a bell.
Is that a good thing?
It's awesome because you don't see it normally.
Yeah.
You know, in yoga, you just see people do that. You know what I mean? But and everybody's, there's really, like, you don't have to do this. But, you know, it's better to be actually working on your own pose, you know, introspective rather than just flying through it. Okay, take another big breath in. Hug the belly back, exhale, hands down. Step to plank, inhale. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga. Good. We'll lift the heels, look forward, step forward, into your fold. And lengthen on the inhale halfway, and fold. Good. Rise up, inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, pelvic tilt forward, sit into chair. Good. Take another inhale, and fold, exhale. Half lift is your inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, and chaturanga. Good. Up dog or cobra. And downward dog. Good, right leg will rise on your inhale, feel to the sky. Knee into the nose, you step it through. Good, as you rise up, find your pelvic tilt forward, reach up. Then exhale, we're gonna bring it down. Step to plank, inhale. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And downward dog. Good. When you're ready on your inhale, feel to the sky. Knee into the nose, step it through. Find your alignment as you rise up, pelvic forward, reach up. And exhale, we'll take it down. Step it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. Good, we'll lift the heels, look forward, step or float to the front. Soften into your fold. Lengthen, inhale. And fold. Good, bend your knees, drop your hips, chair, and exhale, take it down. Half lift. Plant the hands, step it back. You can float if you'd like, chaturanga. Up dog, and down dog. Yeah, breath in, breath out. Good, right leg's gonna rise on the inhale. Knee into the nose, step it through, drop the back heel. Cinch the waist, pelvic tilt forward as you rise up, reach up. And exhale, bring it down. Step it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Good, left leg rises when you're ready. Knee into the nose, and step it through. Drop the back heel, rise up. Good. Exhale, take it down. Step it back, we'll meet it down dog. Good, then we're gonna take the right leg up and back again, heel to the sky. Knees gonna hug into the nose. We're gonna step it through. You're gonna use your 2 blocks here. So wherever they are, who knows? I want you to back your hips out and just go ahead and come on up. Good. Big pelvic tilt forward. Protect that low back. Keep length in the spine. You get the wonderful lock. And then maintain that as you start to sink down. You don't have to go too far. And then grab your blocks and walk them back towards your hips a little bit there. Good. And put a little bit of weight into them with your upper body there. Okay, keep hugging that low belly back as you start to let the hips drop. So you feel it in your quad. Maybe in your psoas a little bit. Okay. And there's not a lot of weight into the hips because we're using the blocks, so your back should feel okay-ish. Ish. Good. Good, so we definitely feel the stretch in the front of the body, right? When we come into dancer's pose, like what's your first thought? What do you need to do?
Square hips.
Like to prepare your body. What's your first thought?
Abs.
Abs, what about them?
It's holding my abs in for stability.
For stability. But even to get into the pose, what do you have to do?
Pause.
Stretch, right? First thing we think is I've got to stretch my hip flexors, right? What's the counterpart of that? Be able to like open your body up, right? But what about your back of your body? Even think about the back of the body. Yeah. Extension, right? We have to turn our back muscles on. So while you're seated here, the front of us is opening because that's what we want. But I want you to think, can you turn on a little cobra and bring your upper body back, walk your blocks back? Do you feel how much more that opens your body by actually engaging your back?
Yeah.
Now maintain that, start to sink your hips down. Holy bananas. Good, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift the collarbones. Good, I want you to take one finger with your left hand and point where you feel it the most. Mark that spot. Okay? Good, start to come up. Press into the blocks to come up. Bring your right knee back to meet your left. Grab a ball. Okay, so some of us are at the top of the quad. Yeah, is that where most of us are, or are we inside the hip bone? Where? Yeah, inside. Oh God, that hurts. Okay, so come up to your forearms and lift up, and I just want you to cross roll. So this is going to break up fibers that are out of, right? So fascia, we can talk a lot about fascia. When it's in good, when it's obedient, when it's doing what it's supposed to do, it's like straight hair, like fine straight hair, right? And when it's not doing what we need, when there's adhesions in it, it looks like 80s crimped hair. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like that way we used to do that.
Yeah.
Like Rose's hair. Really curly, right? So what we're doing when we cross roll is we're breaking up those fibers. Our body's going to start to absorb them so that the fascia is going to lay flat again. Now turn your toes under, and I want you to scoot up and down. Lift your pelvis a little bit. Hug your belly to your spine. And a little pelvic tilt forward for your back. Okay, put your leg down there and maybe bend your knee a little bit. Wing it in and out.
Ouch.
That's if you have tight quads. Access, so.
Yeah.
Good, and then take the ball, put it right inside of your hip bone. We're gonna all go there. Good.
Inside?
Right inside your hip bone. Okay, you're gonna stay up on your forearms there. And then I just want you to press your hips down, take a little bit of a pelvic tilt forward. You can turn your toes under, lift your knees up. And then kind of drag forward. You can rock a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little bit. I love it. You can rock the hips side to side, maybe bend the knee, sway the feet side to side. Ooh. Yeah, put your feet down, take the ball out, stick it right over there to the side. So I like both places. Good, and then hands by your ribs, toes under, pelvic tilt forward. Try to pull your low belly to the floor. Hug your elbows in, keep them in, press your chest up, knees stay down, and then plank, and then down dog gently. Pedal out the feet. Shake those hips, bounce a little bit. And we'll take the right leg up again. Inhale, knee into the nose, step it through, drop your knee, grab your blocks. Good. And then we're going to come out of the lunge there. So the knees, hips over that left knee. Biggest pelvic tilt forward. It should be so big. So big. Okay, maintain that, hugging that belly back, and then start to drop it in. Hands are going to find your blocks, and I want you to press your weight into your blocks and resist like hugging that belly way, way back.
Now this is, I did this side before. We're on the same side stuff? Okay.
Yeah. We're checking out what we did.
Okay.
Yeah. No, if you're on the knee, you can kind of drag your knee forward to get off the kneecap. See how that kind of stretched a little bit more into the knee? Good. Now here, think about your cobra. Draw your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and turn on your cobra muscles. Good. And then drop the hips. Does it feel better? You feel it somewhere else now? Like, what is this over here? Yeah? Good. 3 more rounds of breath. Just breathe. Keep hugging the belly in, squeezing the shoulder blades toward one another.
Are we pulling that knee inward or letting it fall?
I don't care about this knee.
Okay.
I care about your left side right now. That your pelvic tilt is like totally on point is what I care about. And that you're finding that extension through the upper part of the body. Good, take another inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to press into the blocks, lift the chest first. Good, and then start to flex your right foot, take your hips back, keep a little bend into the knee and walk your blocks forward towards your foot. Good, take an inhale there, then exhale, go ahead and fold. You can bring your blocks back under your forearms. That word? Is that the pose? Hug the belly back here as well. Good, and on your inhale, we're gonna come forward, set your blocks off to the side, plant the hands, lift the back knee, step to plank, exhale, chaturanga. Cobra, up dog, and a down dog. Good. And we'll take the left leg up and back on the inhale, heel to the sky. Hug the knee into the nose, step it through, drop that back knee on your good time there, lift it if needed. Good, and then grab onto those blocks. And then we're gonna back out of the lunge. Okay, pelvic tilt forward. Very bad. Good, maintain that, hugging that belly back as you start to sink in. I know, I can't even go in it sometimes. What is happening? Good, start to sink in cautiously. Don't let that right butt cheek squeeze. If it does, back out, find that pelvic tilt again. Keep that as you start to drop in. Good, and then you can bring your blocks back. I need taller blocks. I need them like right here. This side's not working today. Good, and then just be mindful as we start to sink in, hugging that belly back, right? That's half of your cobra there. And then start to find the extension. You can squeeze the shoulder blades and then start to drop there. Remember, it doesn't have to be like 100% yet. We're just kind of investigating. Where's that tight spot? Where isn't that tight spot? Start to pinpoint your location there on that right side. The finger. Like 10 fingers. It's all here.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Good, and then let the hips, the belly hug back again, and maybe just drop it a little deeper and broaden into the collarbones. Good, and then we'll press up. Use your blocks to support that. Yay! Good, go ahead, bring that left knee back, grab that ball, that blanket. And you'll come down. Oh, we'll go top of the quad at first again. Oh my God. Real. Oh, I'm so angry. Totally. Okay, hands by the ribs, toes under. Just make your way to down dog if you're already up. And then take your time to bend the knees and pedal the feet and stuff. You feel that in the low back. Grab your blanket if you've got rid of it. Put it back. Good, and then the left leg's gonna rise on an inhale. Yeah. Knee into the nose, step it through, drop the knee. Good, and then once you have that knee down, just drag that skin forward a little bit and then go ahead and come up. Biggest pelvic tilt forward, start to drop in. Good, walk your blocks back towards your pelvis. Good, and then draw your shoulders back, bend the elbows a little bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades, find your cobra there. If you're on a horse. Yeah. Does it feel better?
Yeah.
Joe, no? We need to get the Theragun and beat you with it.
I still feel it on my left side.
In that spot. All right, we're gonna take it to our half split. So press up a little bit, hips back a tiny bit, walk your blocks out, start to flex the left foot, take the hips back, belly on the thighs, tailbone goes back. And then you can just leave your blocks and put your forearms on. Hold there. Not going anywhere today. The hammies are tight. We're gonna get those open for that Tadasana. Get our knees to our ears. Good, and let's inhale, come forward. Bring your left knee back to meet your right. We're gonna use 2 balls here. Yes. What's that blue ball called? Yoga journal?
Yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Let's trade. Which one do you want? The blue one?
Yeah,
I don't have that. Did I give you that?
I don't know. I think it came with a magazine.
Oh, what a trip. Here, I have 2 of those. Okay, so turn your toes under. We're gonna do our calves and our hamstrings. Okay? Good. So I like to come to the top of my bed. Then put the balls in behind my knees. Kind of on the outer edges. Okay, so they're like lined up with the shin and the hammies. And then we'll go hammy for sure, but let's do calves first. And then as you pin those down, start to come up, use your blocks for some support. You can do 2 along the sides or 1 out in the front, and it's up to you. You can also, if you have slippery pants, just put them on the sides of your legs so they don't bounce out.
We were talking about calf cramps last night. And I was telling everyone that they should do this. And their suggestion was a bar of soap.
What? Oh.
You put a bar of soap.
Smash?
And no, it's actually not for the fascia. It's full of, what's that stuff? It starts with an M, that powder that's
Magnesium?
magnesium. And the soap has a lot of magnesium. And so if you just put it under your calf when you go to sleep, it'll prevent. And I was like, maybe just put a ball in there.
You just drink water full of magnesium.
That's what I said.
Magnesium spray.
I know, that's what I said too. And I was like, I don't want this soap business.
I guess you could duct tape the soap.
I've never heard of soap having magnesium.
Right,
Heather.
It's full of toxic
Bizarre.
chemicals.
I was like, okay.
Who said this?
All right, now lift up a little bit, put your feet fat.
Oh my god.
Good, let's take our right leg up and back in the inhale, heel to the sky. Knee into the nose, step it through, crescent pose. Oh, rise on up. Back knee's gonna bend, pelvic tilt forward. And we're gonna over exaggerate that, right, to prepare for our dolphin. So our dancer, start to bend into your right knee and then maintain the pelvic tilt as you straighten the back leg just a little bit. Keep your back heel high to the sky. You're still in broken toe pose. Good, and then we can bring the arms up. Take an inhale as you exhale. I want you to cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then broaden through the collarbones. Turn the chest up a little bit. Good, take another inhale. Hands are gonna come down on your exhale. Step back, plank, vinyasa if you'd like, or right into your down dog. Elbows in and your chaturanga. Good, left leg's gonna rise on the inhale. Knee into the nose, step it through, crescent pose, cinch the waist, rise up, back knee bends as you rise up. You can take the arms up right away. Big pelvic tilt forward, hug your front ribs in, drop into the left knee, then straighten the back up. The back leg up. Good, take an inhale, exhale, we're gonna cactus, then broaden to the chest. Good, take an inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, hands are coming down. Step it right back into your plank. Chaturanga, elbows in, up dog, and down dog. Good, again, right leg rises on the inhale, feel to the sky. Knee into the nose, step it through. Rise up, inhale, back knee bends, pelvic tilt forward, exhale, drop into the right knee as you straighten up the back leg. Take an inhale, go ahead, cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades, turn on cobra in the back of the body. Good, take another inhale, reach up, exhale, sweep it down. Step it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Knee in. Step it through. Rise up, back knee bends. Pelvic tilt forward, inhale, and then exhale, you sink in. Take an inhale. Cactus, turn on cobra, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Step it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Breath in there. Breath out. Good, we'll take the right leg up and back again. Inhale. Knee into the nose. Step the foot to the outside of your right hand and then bring your left foot to the outside of your hand. Good, we're gonna drop into malasana and work on our happy hips. That's what happened right now. Okay, so a couple rounds of breath here. Just letting your body adjust to it. And then we're gonna work a little deeper into it.
Those possessed eyes.
Happy hips, keep saying that. All right, so I want you to look at your elbows and I want you to draw them up right to the sides of your knees. Okay, hug your belly to your spine, and then you're gonna squeeze your booty, and that's gonna pull your knees open. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and broaden your chest. It's a little more active there. Breathe. You're gonna take another inhale. Hands are gonna come down to the floor on your exhale. Inhale, lift your hips up. Good. Keep your feet where they are there. Okay, I want you to bend your knees a bit and bring your elbows behind your legs or in between your legs and walk your hands and grab onto your ankles. So they're behind. Good, and then maybe start to bring the hands down to the ground and just sit back on your arms. First step. Just breathe there. We're gonna do this a few times. You can shift a little side to side if you want. Maybe drop the hips a little more, start to turn the chest forward. 3, 2, you guys look like frogs. Good, hips back up. We almost lost the frog. Hands down to your side, step your left foot back and come into lizard pose. Good, and then I want you to grab a block here and put it onto your hands. Under your hands, on your hands. Good, and then we're gonna drop the back knee here for a moment. Okay, you can stay in broken toe pose, and I want you to drag your left knee forward. Drag it forward. As you drag that knee forward, find your pelvic tilt forward. You can turn your block up if you want to take it a little bit deeper. Your right knee can drop out to the side. I don't really care about that. And then you're going to start to sink the hips down. And the chest is forward. Good. And then we're going to start to prepare. We're preparing for all these poses. So both kind of now. Tadipasana is going to be the right side, and left side is going to be our dancer. So if you want to, we're not going to use our strap just yet. But just take your toes, left toes to the sky. And again, if you're on that kneecap, that's why we drag that skin to get off of it. So you should be at the top of the thigh. I guess that would be the bottom of the thigh, above the knee. Okay, and then continue hugging that belly in even more, and then you're gonna find that cobra in the chest. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Press up. Straighten the leg, toes down, left hand down, walk to the side. Lift your back knee, step it right back into your malasana squat. Drop your hips. Walk those elbows up into your knees, like right into the inner edges. And then this time we're gonna make a fist. Right hand's gonna make a fist. Okay, start to squeeze the glutes to open the knees. Draw your shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades, fist into your palm, and then start to draw into the collarbones. There's those eyes again. And breathe. 2. Good. Hands are going to come down. I want you to lift your hips. Where's the WD-40? Heel toe your feet a tiny bit closer together. Like one heel, one footprint, I guess. Okay? Drop your shoulders, bend your knees a little bit. Get your upper arms in between your legs. And bring your hands to the floor behind your feet. Okay? So your thighs are resting on your arms, your upper arms. Good. And just breathe there. See if you can straighten up the arms and broaden through the collarbones just a little bit there. You can shift forward and back. Lift the elbows, bend the elbows, lift the hips. Just feel like what needs to be adjusted there. I got excited and did my feet. That's fine. Good. And then shift forward. Lift those hips up. Good. Let's take an inhale and extend the spine. Keep those feet nice and wide. And on your exhale, we'll fold. Right foot to the back of the mat, setting up for lizard pose. So hands are inside that left knee, left foot, and you're going to drop your right knee. This knee hurts me. You can use your blanket if you need to. And then your block is going to come to the inside. You can walk the block in, drag that right knee slightly forward there. Hug that belly way, way back. Good. And then start to sink those hips. Draw the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Be there for a moment, breathe. Good, and then we'll add the bent knee. You'll notice too, kind of as you bend it, you'll lift up a little bit. So you'll kind of slide the knee back, hug the belly back, and then drop the hips there. Can you turn on a little more cobra in the chest? Good, take another inhale. And your exhale, start to back out a little bit. Good, set your block to the side. You can squeeze blanket off real quick. Step back into malasana. Start to drop your hips. I know they're gonna be this. Good, once you're down, draw those elbows back up. Left fist. Draw the shoulders back, squeeze that booty a bit to open the knees, and then broaden through the collarbones. Good, take an inhale, hands come down, exhale, inhale, lift those hips up. Good, take an inhale, lengthen your spine. On your exhale, fold. Good, get your feet parallel to the sides to your mat there, to each other, I guess I should say. Okay, now bend your knees a bit. I want you to walk your shoulder, left shoulder underneath you. If you can there, put your fingertips behind it, and then get your right shoulder, walk your feet a little closer together. Keep your shoulders, arms under, and then you're gonna start to plant the hands flat and sit on your arms. Good, heel toe your feet even closer together and be there. Good, from here is where we start to hook the feet. So the closer you can get your feet together, the easier off you're gonna be. And then you put one foot behind the other in your belt on your hands. And then feet come back out. We shift it back forward, lift the hips to the sky. Take an inhale, lengthen there. And on your exhale, we'll fold. Good. Left foot's gonna step back towards lizard. Good job. I wanted to get there. Of course, do it. If you need to stop and do it, absolutely. I mean, once your body's prepared for this, we better get there. You know what I mean? All right, so lizard pose. This time we're gonna lift the back knee. Okay, find the pelvic tilt forward. You can use your block. You can use both blocks if you want. Put them underneath your hands. Back knee's gonna be lifted, and then back out a little bit. Find a pelvic tilt forward, and then we start to sink from there, and the chest turns forward. So we're just looking. Big Murph. Hi, Keith. Good, take another inhale. Go ahead, bring your knee down for a moment. Set your blocks off to the side. Okay, now turn your back toes under again. And I want you to lift your hips towards the sky. Okay, now take your right arm and reach it underneath your right leg. Grab onto it and tuck your shoulder under your leg. Once you're there, hands are like chaturanga hands, and you're gonna start to sink your hips. Good, and then push your arm into your right leg and broaden your collarbones forward. So it'll be at the top of your arm, really. And start to drop your hips and turn your collarbones forward, look forward. Good, hold. 3, 2, 1. Right knee, left knee's gonna come down. Bring your right hand out. Bring your right foot more towards center. Flex the foot, hips back. Belly on the thighs, half split. You can use your block if you like. The rest of the forearms on. It's my bike, I'm riding down the street. Good, keep that belly hugging back. You can let your head hang there. Good, a couple more rounds of breath. Good, and then just set your blocks off to the side. Maybe hold on to one, you might need it. Take your left foot and turn it out to the left a bit, and you're gonna come back into a half hero's pose. You might drag yourself towards the middle of your mat. You probably can't do this one. You can do it on the other side though. That's fine. Okay, the rest of you though, your second and third toe are gonna be in line with your heel. So if you're like this and you can't make that happen, then you have to sit on something to give your hips a little bit of lift so that you can be more square. Make sense? Oops. So just put it under your right butt cheek only, like your blanket, it'll be helpful. Oh, good. And then that should square your hips up. Okay? Otherwise you're flat on your back. But we're gonna walk the hands back. Maybe come to the forearms. As you go back, I want you to bend your knee, especially your butt. So you bend your knee. You're gonna lift your butt and scoot it down towards your feet to lengthen your sacrum. Okay, and then you can keep the knee bent, it doesn't matter to me. And then if you can go all the way back, you're gonna go all the way back onto your back. And once you're back, you'll put your right foot over your left knee. A big kitty.
So for me, this is so painful on the top of my foot that I can never do it.
For real.
Like the bone. Is there?
Oh, because of the bone, or is it muscle?
It's the bone.
Can you put something under it to soften it? Good. Now, those of you that are back, those of you that are where you are, you can do a variation of this. This is going to be modified, a bridge pose. Those of you that are actually on your back, you're going to release your right foot to the floor. Okay, as if you were coming into bridge pose. Arms are going to be along your sides. I want you to tuck your shoulders underneath you. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades, and then you're lifting to a half bridge. Oh, it's going to snappy snap. And those of you that are there, just lift your hips a little bit. Pelvic tilt forward, and that's going to fire it up. You're like in a reverse plank. So variations. Okay, if you want to take it further, those of you in bridge can lower down. Hands come back behind you, fingers face your booty. Okay, and then bring your right foot a little bit more towards your center line, because it's your only foot. You're going to lift up, come to the top of the head, and then press up into a half wheel. And then you come right back down into it. You can benefit from that thing. All right, and then bring your elbows along your sides. Press up. We're going to make our way up towards your seat. Okay? We're still in it. We're not done yet. And we take it into a fold for our hands. And you don't have to go very far. You can put a micro bend in that right knee to help it out. A little shaky shake leg. Good. And then we're going to walk it up. All the way up. We're going to shift forward. Put your kneecap. Good. Heel toe the right foot back out to the side. You're stepping right back into your malasana squat. Should feel pretty good after all that. Can we go ahead now? Yeah. It's like a resting pose. A little bit. Good. Really broaden. Tracy, if you can even draw the elbows up a little bit more. Turn on that booty, right? It's right around that sit bone, piriformis area. Those rotators, pull those legs out. Good. Take another inhale. Let's bring the hands down. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the hips high to the sky. Exhale. Fold. Good. Lengthen halfway on the inhale. And we'll fold on the exhale. Right foot's going to step to the back of the mat. Grab onto that block. And we're in lizard here again. Okay. And then we'll bring the knee down here just for a moment. You're gonna get your block situated. Find your pelvic tilt forward. You might even start to extend the spine. And then the back toes are under, and then you can lift the knee there. Do round the breath. Maybe turn on a little bit of cobra there to the chest. These shoulder blades. Hug that low belly way, way back as we lift. For 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right knee's gonna come down. Heel toe the left foot in a bit. Take the block off to the side. You may as well just scoot your right knee forward right away. Wing the foot out, and then you're gonna come back into your half hero. Okay, line up second toe and third toe. And then if you need to sit on even just like a book, just to level it out a little bit. Did that help your foot? A little bit, yeah. Bony like me, have giant bones. My kneecaps stick out. Okay. Good. And then if you want right away to help your back, you can bring your foot in, lift the butt and scoot it like the flesh towards your foot, and then put it back out, and then start to come back out to wherever's gonna let you go today. Good, and once you're back, cross your left ankle over your right leg to give it a little pin down. You even use your heel and wedge it into your quad. What I like to do. Torture myself. Wow, fascia release.
You're so good at that.
Torture? Yeah, I have a little black book of torture. It's right here next to my mat.
That'd be a good time on the yoga book.
I actually want to torture yourself. But you're good at torturing others too.
Yeah, I've been told. All right, left knee's gonna bend. Those of you that went into your half wheel, arms along your sides, okay? Or you can do half reverse plank. Okay, find your pelvic tilt forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together to lift up. Press into the left foot, press it away from you as well, and press into your hands. Hold, 3, 2, 1, lower it back down. Good, and then we do wheel. I thought one side I don't do very well. Press up, and then this. Do you hear everything cracking?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, and then we'll come up. Zero. Hug your belly in even as you come up for your back. And then you fold. Here it is right here. That's my fold right now. My fold too. With toe and then inhale, go ahead and come up. We're gonna shift forward. Okay. Back knee's gonna be lifted. Okay, now we're gonna step it into your malasana. Squat. Good, drop your hands, lift your hips, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Okay, lengthen halfway. And fold on your exhale. Okay, we practiced compass last. You can drop into your squat and we can talk about this one time. We practiced compass last time, yes? Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna have us revisit that. Just so we can have the setup portion, and it's gonna be very helpful for our firefly pose. Okay, so kerplunk on your buns, you go. We'll do our right side first, so you can do whatever you want with your left leg and grab onto your right leg. And let's do some of this maneuvering. Just because we're already here, you know? But for a lot of these things, it's the lifting of the hips, shoving things back instead of just like, I'm just gonna go right into the pose. You know what I mean? Like you have to prepare to get into it. Okay, so take your right knee and draw it back. And then you're gonna lift your foot, and then I want you to lean forward, round a little bit, put the leg on your shoulder. They should be doing this, not us. I'm just kidding. Grab onto the outer edge of the foot, and then notice your right arm. I want you to wedge it back into that leg and take your hand out. And then start to look to your left on your arm, like, oh, hey, over there. Okay, put your head under your arm. Start to straighten up your leg. Straighten, straighten, straighten. And look under your left armpit. Kick through your heel. Once you're there, I want you to just engage and push. Extend through the side body and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bend the knee. And bring it down. We did this last time?
Yeah.
Cross one where I was.
After lunch.
Blacked out.
All right, let's do the other side. Okay, shove it back. Keep it back there. Lift it, tuck it, round into it, wedge it. Okay, grab it. There's all these hits. Now, start to look over. Oh, on your right armpit, what's over there? Lean onto your right butt cheek and straighten your leg and look up. Kick through your heel. You can floint the foot and extend. Broaden through the chest a little more. What if you turn on cobra? 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down.
Let's all turn around.
Okay, let's come on back up into malasana.
Oh.
Feel like dumpy yet today? Anyway, all right, we're gonna lift up. Okay, we're gonna work on getting one shoulder in. So take your body, wedge it over to the left, bend the knee a little bit. Okay, then heel toe the right foot in a little bit. Walk your hands under, keep your knees bent. And then once they're there, hands flat, drop back. Maybe you lift and cross the feet, hook the toes. Both legs are on. Okay, your arms are like wedged. Now, can you engage, hug your belly back, press the legs hard into your arms, and start to straighten up the legs. Good. Now drop the hips and lift your chest. Straighten more. 3, 2, 1. You bring the legs back down, right back up.
Literally
Into malasana. Spot.
Like I'm there forever. Oh, that's what my whole. I've been doing
Your
this
whole
for
life. You've been practicing it a lot. Good. And then let's go ahead and drop the booty.
We do that again.
Yeah, go ahead, practice it. Wait, I mean, you guys know better time to practice it. Your body's completely prepared for this. Watch, you guys. Try to bring your feet closer together before you drop all the way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna come into dancer's pose, and you can think about it, there's gonna be 2 different actions. So we're gonna break it down. We're gonna work chest first, okay, and then we're gonna work the foot second, and then we're gonna bring them together. Right? Because when we usually come into dancer's pose, even if we don't use a strap, right? We grab the foot, we kick, and then we just come forward, and we're turned out usually. So that's just using the 2 together. Okay, so I want you to think about it differently. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hook the foot, fall into the wall, okay? And then we're just gonna bring the elbow out in, the platter. You guys all know the platter to protect the shoulder, keeping it in, okay? And then we're not gonna worry about the foot for the first round. It's gonna be all about the shoulders and the chest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the elbows into the head, hug the shoulders down, pelvic tilt forward so nothing changes here in the low back. Okay, we're gonna hold on, and then we can walk the foot up a little bit just to use it to help us open the chest. Keep the pelvic tilt forward, and then we're gonna kick the foot away to bring the arms back and focus there. So it's not about the leg. Okay, holding, 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 turning on cobra, broadening through the chest. That's gonna be step 1. Okay, so let's go through that part of it first. Okay, so also when we hold the strap, we don't use a hoop. So no hoops, okay? We put one finger in between the 2 sides. So that way, as we need to do this, we can do this and have some control of the strap. Because once you have a hoop and you have one hand, it's like burns and it's just, so let's do this. Okay, one finger in between, and then you're gonna do your right foot, put it into the strap, okay? And then bring your elbow to your side and your hand faces up. Okay, and then you keep the elbow in and it comes forward and your arm's already set. Elbow in. Yeah, in, and up. Okay, and then just grab onto it with both hands. Even if it's not its biggest, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about your foot. Okay, now bend your standing leg a little bit, take a pelvic tilt forward there, and then press up and straighten it. Good. Turn on a little cobra in the chest. The pelvis presses forward, elbows in to your head. Touch your head. Now kick the foot back to open the chest and open the collarbones up. Oh, and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. And then let the strap slide out. Uh-oh, your hair's stuck in your bracelet. Bring it down. Good? You guys feel that?
Yeah.
Triceps high. Okay, and let's do our left side, same thing. All right, so here we go. Hold on, bring it into your hip, bring it forward, and bring it up. Okay, that arm's already there. And then lift your knee up, find it, grab it, bend your front knee, pelvic tilt forward, and then start to straighten it up there. Okay, once you have that sacrum neutral there, you can just start to broaden, open the chest, and maybe a little kick to support it more. And turn the collarbones up. Elbows in and back. Elbows back, 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 back. Kick the foot back to bring the elbows back. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it down. Okay. Everybody good? You all feel that?
Why would you stand on a block to do it?
I'm totally joking. I would never. I mean, it's like standing on a rock. You know?
I was like, that sounds extreme, there must be a reason.
It's extreme.
Because you're not gonna bounce away.
Yeah. Okay, so the second part of this is we're gonna be leg. So I don't care about your chest, but we're not leaning forward. Okay, so you're gonna grab a foot. You can watch first. Bring the elbow in. Now, what happens usually is we try to like walk our hands down the strap, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the strap and the foot's gonna come up. You're not walking the hands down you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like usually we go like this, like get it down there, but I want you to think that you're doing this instead. It's like a pulley system. You're pulling the foot up. You're gonna bring it into your midline, and then see my arms are back already. Okay, I'm gonna pelvic tilt forward, and then I'm gonna start to bring my arms up. So it's not about my chest anymore. It's how high up can I start to get that foot without doing this?
So it's a tricep extension more than,
Yes.
and
And some of us might straighten our arms.
are you kicking with your foot at all, or you're like 100% your arm?
I'm kicking a little bit because I don't want my foot to fall out.
Uh-huh.
But I'm working my foot to come up as my arms start to straighten up. Because then once I have that, then I'll start to walk my hands down so that they'll join together. Make sense? So we're just working the foot end of it. We worked the hand end of it already. We pulled the hands down, now we're pulling the foot up. Okay, so you can play with that. Right foot first. Elbow in, swing it around and up, and then you walk the foot up. Pull the strap up to bring the foot up. Mine too. And then find somewhere to hold on. It doesn't even have to be that far down there because you're gonna use your arms and you're gonna pull the foot up. There. And breathe and shake. 2, 1, and then release when you're ready. So.
I feel like I'm crunching a lot through my lower back. More.
Pelvic tilt. I live in a pelvic tilt.
Yeah. You can feel it, definitely you're gonna feel it because what's our normal range of motion?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, ugh, you know, so you're obviously gonna feel it, which is why you have to continue to hug that back. You know, and sometimes it's helpful to bend your knees a little bit and then lift up. I can totally feel it here. Okay, let's do the other side.
No arch.
No arch.
I have no arch anymore. Like I actually, my lumbar, it doesn't have any.
No more lordosis.
Yeah, this is
It's gone.
It's straight.
Yeah,
Because I've had for so many years, I
protecting it constantly.
straightened my lumbar.
She is the example of the horny husband running around the house.
I have like a very,
Face forward.
I have a natural sway back.
All right, start to walk the foot up or don't, it doesn't matter to me. And then start to straighten those arms up. Pelvic tilt forward, square your hips. Just go where you can go and breathe there. 3, 2, 1, let it go. How about a forward fold? Do we dare? A big bend in your knees, get your belly on your thighs, and then start to let the upper body drape. Shake out your head. I really feel that my shoulders. Your chest, you guys feel your chest right here, right now, as you hang upside down? Let's take an inhale, lengthen halfway and straighten up those legs. And then exhale, belly back, forward. Good. Roll hands to your thighs, grab your strap, roll up. Rise up. That's like how I love coming up for my forward fold. Okay. So, last ones. Last good ones. Make me nervous. Who? I made you nervous?
You're like, so, I'm all, yeah, now what?
We have one more pose we're gonna do after this, just because our bodies are ready for it. We're gonna take notes on it, because this is a good time to do it. Okay, so elbow's gonna come in, you're gonna bring it up. Okay, you're gonna start there. I like to point my foot so that my toes are gonna hold my strap on. Okay,
So combo of the two.
combo of the two.
Okay.
Remember, go, 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 leg out, leg in. Do that a couple times as you progress into it. When we take our leg out, right, it's like lets the psoas off the hook a little bit, the hip flexors, so we can it gives a little more play, pull it in and then hug it in. So do that like 2 times on your way. It's like steps. You're gonna be blown away at how much further you can go. Okay, so take your knee out, Joe, a little bit, pelvic tilt, and then pull it back in. And then walk your hands down maybe another inch or 2. Everybody do it. Take the knee out a little bit, pelvic tilt, over exaggerate it, pull the knee back in. Okay, now find your cobra, squeeze your shoulder blades. Stephanie, take your elbows back. Back, back, yeah.
There you go.
Kick, you can pull up a lot more, I know you can, because you stretch, you bend. Look at her. Now try to lift your chest back up and bring your foot to your head. Falling.
Chest
Yeah,
out,
Rose.
foot, like I can't even comprehend.
So you were leaning forward, stay lifted.
Okay.
I mean, there's different variations of dancer's pose, right? In Bikram, or right? It's to come here,
Yeah.
right? But we're staying lifted. So it's like a bow pose with
It's
one
more
leg.
like a half full meal.
Yeah, so you look like a pretty petal
Okay.
flower. Okay, so let's do this one together. See if we can, I can cue it and then we'll come into the left side. Look at her. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Don't forget the roots. Okay, do your opposite side. Can't get my foot in. Okay, elbow in and up. Good. And then take your knee out to the side right away. Once your arms up there. Pelvic tilt. Look how much you can pelvic tilt there. Keep that, bring it back in, and then lift the knee up, walk it down an inch or 2. Don't do it if it hurts. And then let your leg open up to the side of it. You can bend your standing leg, pelvic tilt, and then you gotta bring it back into your midline. Okay, and then walk up again if you want. Square the hips, keep the chest lifted, and then kick. 3, 2, 1, and let it slide out. Woohoo! Is that good? Yes. Did that help?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, that hurt.
Actually, Elvis taught us that.
The knee out hurts me a lot.
The knee out helps a lot. That's why people take their knee out,
Right.
because you can go further. But then we need to like bring it back in. And you can really feel it all go, whoa, Nelly, as it pulls back together. Okay.
Standing leg. Do you always want to make sure like it's? Like I always feel like I kind of sickle my
But it
ankle.
probably depends on your bony structure.
Yeah.
You know, some people like can't go into this split this way because the shape of their bones,
Mhm.
you know? So as long as your knees are tracking the same way your toes are.
Got it. Okay.
There's a girl, Leah, in the 200 hour from last time. She actually helps me with my manuals. Her husband, his legs are so wonky, his ankle bones stick out like that.
Jeez.
Wow.
It's the wildest thing. He stands literally like this because he's broken his ankle so much, but then his feet like come back down. And these leg bones stick out to like here. His femur heads like out here.
Is he in pain?
Oh God, yes. Yeah. Okay. So come to the front of your mats. Last one, I promise y'all. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, sit nice and tall. Hug that belly way back, big bend in the knees and fold. Slow belly in the thighs, upper body hangs. How's that feel? Wild? Good. Keep hugging that belly way, way back. I'll put cups on all of you for Savasana. How about that? Take an inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step to plank. Take an inhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog. Draw your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades. And down dog, slow. Okay, take your right leg up and back in the inhale, feel the sky. Knees gonna come into the nose, step it through, drop your back knee and grab your blocks. Wherever they are. Okay, some of you might want to use a blanket. We're gonna work on a half split or full split. Okay, and we're gonna do alignment for it.
Don't keep losing your ball.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna work on alignment and then we're gonna do some PNF while we're here to help progress, because what better time than now after we've done our leg over our shoulder and touching the top of our head and the back. Okay, so if you're gonna stick with a half split, you might want to keep your blanket. If you're going more full, you're not gonna need your blanket because it's gonna probably get in your way. Okay, so let's start with a half split. Flex your right foot, keep a little bend in your knee, and then fold forward and pause there. That should feel pretty good right now. Maybe. I'm shaking. We all get a packet of recovery after this. Or a bar soap, I don't care. You can take the soap to your stomach. And absorb it that way.
What a stupid thing to do.
Just eat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back champ for that.
All right, and then start to lift up. We're gonna work towards a full split. Okay, so just come into a variation of it that you're gonna be able to maintain. So scoot your front foot forward, lift your back knee, you'll scoot that back, scoot your front foot forward. You gotta like, get it out there. Okay, and then go to where you can go without your back hip turning backwards, and then walk your blocks back to your pelvis. Okay, even if you're not using blocks, can you press into the floor and lift? Stephanie, you might use them on their lowest level on your sides because we're doing PNF.
I feel like I'm like broken.
Good, right in line with your pelvis, right next to your pelvis. Okay, now, if you're in the half split, more towards a half split than a full split, you're gonna scissor your hips, you're gonna pull your back heel, your back knee forward, your front heel back, like we do in crescent pose, and then hug your belly way, way back. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, maybe even you, Chelsea. You can try both and see what you like. But like the action of scissoring the hips, okay? Huh?
I'm not sure what you mean there.
Pull your right heel back. Drag it, now pull your left knee forward. You feel that? Okay, and then if you're more towards the full split, you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna lift your back knee. Your pelvic tilt forward is on point. Okay, so relax there for a moment, because this is gonna get wacky. We're gonna do it 3 times, and then we're gonna hold and breathe. Okay, it's gonna help us progress a little bit each time. Okay, so half split wherever you are, okay? I want you to press into the blocks, drag your legs towards each other, and pelvic tilt forward and hold. For 3, lift a little higher, 2, pull, 1, drop. You should have moved like an inch. Good, we do it again. Take an inhale and go. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Drop. You can let your knees bend a little bit. Just trying to let it relax, and we're trying to let it relax. I know, it's hard, but let it relax. What'd you say? Liar, what'd you say, Stephanie? Tell me.
You ripped her asshole.
Oh! It's not the first time. Okay, one more time, I'm sweating. Push, lift, pull. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Everybody in a split, put your back knee on the ground, tuck your block under your right thigh on its second or lowest level, whichever one works for you, and sit on it. Good, and then just let the legs relax there. They can, if you relax, they can relax. You're in the pose, just try to let your legs soften. I mean, give it a little like, oh, it's okay. Talk to it. This is where the change happens, right here. This is where the body's breaking down, and that's why it hurts.
I just have to do broken toe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
You guys feel all that tingling in the front of your left hip? So cool.
Yeah, we're squishing it up.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said we're squishing nerves.
Squishing them, stretching them, your femoral
Don't
nerve.
think about it.
Okay, press into your left block, lift up, press into both blocks, drag your right foot back into your half split.
So long.
You need pork.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Good, and then just kind of shift forward and back. Good, and then turn your back toes under, lift your back knee, step it back into plank. Lift your inhale, chaturanga your exhale. Up dog, and down dog. Good, our left leg's gonna rise on the inhale, heel to the sky. Knee into the nose, we stepper through. Start with your half split. Use your blocks, flex your left foot, start to take the hips back, and then fold. I love the noise of that. Did you hear that? That was the washing machine. Oh, doing the laundry, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to just relax there. I know it's not foreseeable maybe right now, but it is doable. Go take a big breath in. Take a breath out. Good, let's come forward. Rest. Take it to your next step. Okay, you can bring your blocks back, lift the back knee, scoot the knee back, lift the knee, scoot the front, kind of do them all at the same time. Lift the foot on this. Good, and then just go like, you don't have to go 100% into the pose just yet. Okay, blocks come back by your pelvis. Make sure they're nice and sturdy.
Are we squaring hips here?
We're trying to square our hips, yes. That's what this split would be, square hips. I know, it's hard. All right, we ready? We're gonna press and drag. Lift that back knee, pelvic tilt forward. Breathe. 3, 2, take another inhale, keep your pelvic tilt, exhale, drop. Learn for 3 inches there. Put a little, you can put a little bend in that front knee. Ready to go again? On your marks, get set, go. Soften your jaw, breathe. Pelvic tilt, have that belly back. 3, you can keep a bend in your front knee, y'all. 2, take an inhale, drop, exhale. Oh, look at that, front foot scoops over a little bit. Good, we have one more lovely time. When you're ready, take an inhale and go. Belly back, pelvic tilt forward. 3, 2, and 1. You can put a block underneath you if you're in a full, maybe on its low level, second level, and breathe. Offer a little gentle touch in the front of that hip. Good, take another inhale, lean into your block you have, slide the other block out, maybe turn them up to the highest level, and then come back up and towards your half split. Good, blocks off to the sides, back knee's gonna lift, plant the hands, step it back into your plank. Chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Bend your knees in your down dog and pedal out the feet again. Bounce. Drop the legs. Good, then we'll drop the knees to the mat, cross the ankles, come around onto your buns.
What happened?
Your cat was trying to eat something that was on the floor, and we tried to piece of plastic from here,
Oh.
but it's like a little scribble, some cucumber.
No.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna come into a twist. So cross your right foot over your left knee. Good, and then you can stay there. I want you to hug the belly into the thigh and start to lift the chest. Ooh, that feels nice. Good, and then grab on with your left arm, your right knee. Right hand's gonna come behind you. And I want you to press into the fingertips and extend the spine. Good, take an inhale, get tall, then exhale, twist towards the right. Take your right shoulder head and pull it back and squeeze the shoulder blade into your spine. You're gonna take another big inhale, get a little taller, press into the right fingers, twist a little deeper. Good, then keep the length and slowly start to release. Keep your right leg out, bounce the legs. Good, and then we'll cross left over right. Good, and then just start by hugging that thigh into the belly. Good, grab on.
Hold me tight.
Good, and then use those left fingers to press forward. So you lift the chest, get long, hug the belly, and take an inhale, twist a little deeper, exhale. Good, bend the left elbow a little bit and pull your shoulder head back and squeeze the shoulder blade in towards your spine. Broaden through the chest. Good, one more big breath in. And slowly release. Come back to neutral. Take your legs out in front of you and bend your knees. You can sit on something if you want. Make your life easier. For your back. One more. Paws are amazing. They're huge. He thinks he's a tiny little mouse, so just kind of everything. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Okay, so your sit bones are like trying to come down to the ground, but the booty's like going back a little bit. Bend your knees. Okay, come forward, belly's gonna touch your thighs. Good, and then I want you to draw your chest forward. So there's an extension in the spine. This is like a half lift, yeah? And then just kind of creep one heel at a time without losing the belly connection to the thigh. Just until you can go, and then just let your head come straight out.
With the cat is half the kid.
I know. Good, then just take an inhale, and on your exhale, round and fold. Then on your inhale, look forward at your toes. Hug the belly back, exhale, walk your hands all the way up, keep the belly back. Good, and then you can bend your knees, take this out. Roll it. Or use a bolster, one or the other. Put it there. We're gonna go backwards. Does anybody want me to put peps on their back, Bill?
What?
If you want me to put some peps on your back while you're laying down, I want you to put your roll at the bottom of your mat And your bolster. On your here. So this is gonna be so that you still have a little bit of a pelvic tilt, and this is gonna go under your legs. Then you'll kind of pull yourself forward and be here.